What's happening, YouTube? Back in the Day Gamer here. Thank you very much for joining me on this episode of the Not So Weekly Retro Challenge. Before I explain why I'm out here in a foot of snow and freezing temperatures, let's cover what happened on the last episode where we played Streets of Rage 2 for the Sega Genesis. In fourth place, we had Nefarious Wes. Third place, yours truly. Second place was our host, Captain Algebra. And in first place, with a very impressive 2-death run, Man Cave Gaming. Bravo. Hats off to you, sir. So, for this episode, I'm out here in the freezing cold, training Rocky style for my upcoming fight with Kid Dynamite. That's right, we're finally playing my favorite game of all time, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. We're going to see who can get the furthest, but before I give you all the details, I'm going to finish up my training and we'll go back inside where it's warm and wrap it up. Alright, YouTube, I'm going to start this video off by saying I am going to kick Mike Tyson's ass! Hopefully. Here's how we're going to play it. First, you're going to put in this super secret code. No, not the Tyson code. Everybody knows that one. Different one. 135-792-4680. Once it's all in, press and continue to hold select. With 3 other fingers, press and hold down start, A, B, all at the same time. Might take a few tries, but as you can see, it can be done. That will then bring you to another world circuit. I know. Mind blown. All these years, you had no idea this existed. Well, it does. You're the minor major world title holder. Despite having 0 wins and 0 losses, you're ranked number 9. And your first opponent is none other than the mysterious King Hippo. So, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is my favorite game of all time. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Keeping that in mind, you're probably going to be like, well, if this is your favorite game of all time, how comes you're not better at it? We'll get to that. After King Hippo goes down, you're ranked up to number 8, because that's how boxing works. And the next challenger is the pushover Great Tiger. I'm going to use his turban as a punching bag, so we'll just cut right to the end of that part. To spice up my favorite game a little bit, to keep it from getting stale, I like to do little mini quests, and one of those is to see how fast and how many points I can get while I kick Great Tiger's ass. 218's a real good time. 8,160 points is just okay. I should have had one more star punch in there on him, but little side quest, can you beat that one? Because that was pretty good. It's not that tough, but after you take him out, you move on to Piston Honda. This is the second version of the fighter, so you know what to do to knock his ass out in the first minute even of the first round. Next challenger is none other than Vodka Droginski, as he's known on the arcade, but in the dumbed-down Nintendo of America version, we've got Soda Popinski, because God forbid the most racist game ever created references alcohol. He's another one of my favorite characters to fight. First of all, he's this huge, hulking meathead, scary bald head, handlebar mustache. He's a Russian. Back in the 80s with the Cold War, the Russians were scary bad guys. But it boils down to the gameplay. When you get at it with him, one of the things I like about this game the most, you're brawling. You get into a rhythm, it's just a fun rock'em sock'em game. He doesn't have like a super punch that takes all your energy all at once, which is cool, but if you get out of the groove, he'll hand you your ass. After Soda Pop, you over to Bald Bull. It's once again the second version of the fighter. You know what that means? No knockdowns without stars. If you dodge a bull punch, he does a little half bull punch charge. And then also, he does that funny little thing where he moves his arms up and down, gives you a chance to pop him in the gut so you can get a star, because you need stars to knock him down. And gut punch! Gut punch! So as I'm pounding the hell out of Don Flamenco, we'll jump back into the story about speedruns. So, you're probably saying, oh, well, you've been playing this game for 30 years, it's your favorite game. yet you had to go halfway through round 2 to take out Don Flamenco. That's because the skills I have at this game are acquired. I never watch anybody else play it. Aside from back in the day, watching the person next to me on the couch play it, I never watch any videos of Punch-Out, and I especially don't know anything about speedruns. Like I said, this is my favorite game of all times. I like to toss it in and have fun. The fun of it is little Max fighting them big monsters 3 times his size. You know, you're brawling, going at it, just releasing some frustration on them 8-bit badasses. But if I knew all the little nuances and tips and tricks, what exactly to do on every guy, it would totally ruin the fun for me and just turn into this technical speed challenge, and it would no longer be my favorite game of all time. I couldn't even come up with what would maybe be next. I mean, Contra's a good run and gun, toss in and have some fun, but I love Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So, that being said, you're probably going to beat me at some of these fights, because not only do I never watch anyone else play it, but, you know, I'm by no means the best. And also, sometimes, instead of knocking people out, I like to just take it the distance and see how many points I can get on them just for fun. So after you take out Don Flamenco, here is where the game ramps up in difficulty. Mr. Sandman. Oh, no! That's can you get knocked out more than 3 times in one round? No, you can't. Ah, yes. I'll be ranked up to number 2. Are you ready for the next challenge? Can you guess who that's going to be? Seeing as how you've never fought in the WVBA Another World Circuit before? Well, it's none other than Super Macho Man. That's right. Mr. Gray-haired, titty-bouncing man bun himself. I'm fully prepared for this, and he is going down. He's a lot like Soda Popinski, except he does have super punches. All right. Uh-oh. Bad news for him. See, he looks just like Soda Pop. Laid out, hands sprawled above his head. He's going to be pissed now. Yes! Woo! Made it through the first round without getting knocked down at all. I knocked him on his ass once, and he's got 1 punch worth of life left. One more dodge. Oh, yes! There's the TKO in round 2. Ugh! Back in the day, gamers not taking any shit. So, basically, this not-so-weekly retro challenge boils down to this. Sure, just about any of you can get this far with minimal practice. You know, to be honest, Super Macho Man was obviously the toughest part of this whole thing. Getting ranked up to number 1 for the Another World Circuit title bout. None other than Kid Dynamite himself. Check that out. It says another champion, which is weird. Champion's also not spelled with 2 N's, but whatever. 8-0. This is what it boils down to. Who can get farthest at Mr. Tyson? Push start to begin. I'm excited. You getting excited? I'm excited. I know one thing. Captain Algebra's not getting this far. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid again. This is going to be rough. It's going to be rough. It's not looking good.